Stop for a moment. Right now, don't skip ahead, just pause. Notice the sounds around you, not just the obvious ones, but the quiet hum of electronics, the distant traffic, the sound of your own breathing. Feel the texture of the clothes on your skin, the temperature of the air. You're processing all of this all the time. If doing that felt natural or even a little intense, this is for you. This is for the person who has been called too sensitive their entire life. It's a label that stings. It suggests you're broken, overreacting, or that your feelings are invalid. Perhaps you walk into a room and immediately feel the mood. You absorb the unspoken tension or the quiet joy like a sponge. Maybe loud noises, bright lights, or chaotic environments leave you feeling physically and emotionally drained long after everyone else has moved on. Or a casual, slightly critical comment from a friend can loop in your mind for days while they forgot it the second they said it. If any of this sounds familiar, I want to offer you a new frame, a new truth. You are not too sensitive. You are not broken. You are simply processing reality on a deeper, more detailed level than most people. This isn't just a nice-sounding idea. It's a recognized psychological trait. It's called sensory processing sensitivity, or SPS. About 15 to 20% of the population has this trait. It's not a disorder, it's a different kind of operating system for your nervous system. Imagine your brain is a supercomputer. Most people have a standard processor. It's fast and efficient for everyday tasks. Your processor, however, is designed for deep learning. When information comes in, a sight, a sound, an emotion, it doesn't just process it. It cross-references it with past experiences, checks for subtleties, analyzes potential outcomes, and feels the emotional weight of it all. This is why you notice the tiny shift in someone's tone of voice that signals they're upset. It's why a beautiful piece of music or art can move you to tears. And it's why you feel so drained after a day of peopling. You weren't just having conversations, you were processing terabytes of non-verbal data. The problem isn't your depth of processing. The problem is that we live in a world built for the other 80%, a world that prizes speed over depth, action over reflection. So the solution is not to become less sensitive. That's impossible, and it would mean giving up your greatest gifts. The solution is to manage your environment and your energy. Here are a few micro-actions you can start practicing today. They don't require massive effort, just gentle awareness. First, the sensory audit. Several times a day, pause and check in with your senses, just like we did at the beginning. Ask, what is my sensory input right now? Is the light too bright? Is there a persistent, annoying sound? Are my clothes uncomfortable? This isn't about judgment, it's about collecting data. You can't manage what you don't measure. Awareness is the first step to control. Second, the decompression ritual. Your nervous system needs time to process the data it has collected. Give it that time. After a stimulating event, a meeting, a crowded store, a difficult conversation, schedule 10 to 15 minutes of deliberate nothingness. No phone, no TV, no podcasts. Just sit in silence, stare at a wall, look at a tree. Let your internal processor catch up. It works instantly. Third, the one thing rule. When you feel overwhelmed and your thoughts are racing, your focus is scattered across 100 inputs. Bring your attention back to one single physical sensation. Just one. Focus on the feeling of your feet on the floor, the warmth of a coffee mug in your hands, the rhythmic pattern of your own breath. This anchors your nervous system in the present moment, pulling it out of the chaotic storm of overstimulation. It's a mental emergency brake. Fourth, verbalize your boundary. You don't need to apologize for your needs. State them simply and calmly. Instead of suffering in a loud restaurant, try saying, "The noise here is a bit much for me. Could we maybe find a quieter spot?" Instead of just disappearing from a party, try saying to the host, "I've had a wonderful time, but I've hit my social limit and need to head home." This isn't rude, it's honest communication. It teaches people how to treat you and respects your own internal reality. Now for the most important part, the single most powerful shift you can make. Stop seeing your sensitivity as a liability and start seeing it as your superpower. It is not a bug, it is the core feature of your design. Your ability to process things deeply is the source of your greatest strengths. It's where your empathy comes from. It's the engine of your creativity. You see connections and possibilities that others miss. It's the root of your intuition. That gut feeling you have is not magic. It's your deep processor, analyzing thousands of micro-expressions and subtle cues in an instant. The world desperately needs people who feel deeply, think carefully, and act with compassion. People who notice what others overlook. So the goal isn't to toughen up or to build thicker skin. The goal is to build a better life for the skin you're in. It's about creating a lifestyle that honors your nervous system instead of constantly fighting against it. This means choosing quieter cafes, having deeper one-on-one conversations instead of big group hangouts, and scheduling solitude like it's the most important meeting of your week. It means accepting that you will feel drained sometimes, and that's not failure, it's feedback. It's your system telling you it's time to recharge. You don't need to change the fundamental truth of who you are. You just need to learn your own user manual. So the next time someone calls you too sensitive or you feel overwhelmed by the world, take a slow breath and silently thank your nervous system for its incredible gift. The gift of seeing the world in full, vibrant, and meaningful color. The gift of deep connection. The gift of being you.